What's up, YouTube? Just here down at the beach, enjoying sun and fun on the coast of South Carolina, and taking some time off from work and time off actually from making videos on YouTube. But I've been prompted to make a video because of something that I saw recently. First, I want to say that the nutnfancy channel is one of the most excellent, most subscribed to channels for gun reviews on YouTube. And rightly so. I've learned a lot personally from the Nutnfancy Project, or TMP as he calls it. And this guy, everything I've seen, he knows what he's talking about. He's military, law enforcement, and just a great stand-up guy that makes it not only educational but very entertaining, and has been one of my inspirations. And I just want to say thank you to him and for all the work he and all the guys that work with him do there on that project. But here lately, and this is the reason for the video, there's come a lot of attacks, critical attacks on the Nutnfancy Project. Now, there's a lot of people have been making fun of Nutnfancy because he's got his own style, his own philosophy, and some people have made critical remarks, and and some of it's just for fun, and I understand, and I've kind of laughed, just as I would if somebody were doing that to me. But here lately, it's gotten a lot more personal, a lot more critical, and calling him names and everything else. The man has like almost 40,000 subscribers to his channel, and for good reason. But there have been some that have a lot less subscriptions to their channels that have been attacking him on various points. And I want to address those because I think the guy's doing a fantastic job. And those of you who've watched my channel and the gun reviews I do, I just do a very common sense approach to gun handling, gun safety, and gun reviews. And I'm going to tell you, I just want to give this guy the highest recommendation. And this is part of what I'm going to go into who's attacking who, because I really don't care. I don't care. And but it's funny because some of my guys and some of you have sent me videos of this sort. And I've responded to some of them saying, please don't do that, because, I think the guy's great. But, guys, we've got to stay united. We've got to stay together. And, the Second Amendment is a right. But, if we're divided, it can fall. And we need to stay together and support one another. One of the things that Nutnfancy has been criticized for is saying that he doesn't have time to respond to emails. Well, let me say this. I have only about, not even 1,800 subscribers at this point. But as I said before, Nutnfancy has 40,000, close to 40,000 subscribers. Guys, it's difficult for me to take time to answer all the questions that I get. And I get a lot of questions. Not necessarily in my comments, which I do get them in the comments, but I also get private messages and emails. And I do spend a lot of time away from really my work to get these questions answered because I feel it's so important. Nutnfancy has been criticized for not getting back to people. And I'm going to tell you guys, it would be overwhelming. Overwhelming. And what's funny is the guys that are criticizing him have less than 2,000 subscribers. So there's no real way to know what he's having to deal with on a day-to-day basis. And two, on comments, he lets his viewers answer those questions, which that's the way it really should work. Another thing that he's been accused of is is maybe making statements that he's a lieutenant colonel in the military. And a lot of people are saying, oh, he's not, oh, he don't. You know what? If the guy says it and he's saying it around all of his friends, and these guys they have a professional setup. His son's there. He says, hey, I'm a lieutenant colonel. I believe the man. And you know what? Even if he isn't, it doesn't really matter why we need to get on YouTube and make a video criticizing this guy. But I've seen him deployed. He's had videos coming out where he's been deployed in the Middle East, and with some of the guys that are in his videos. And so, if the man says he's a lieutenant colonel, then I'm just going to let him stand by that. Now, the other thing is, he says he's also in law enforcement, which, to be honest with you, with the way he moves and the way he does things, I really believe that as well. And again, he's not saying this in the privacy of his own room, filming himself and making these bold claims. He has a lot of guys that show up that are obviously professional gun handlers, and so I don't understand why he's being criticized for that. The thing that really made me angry, and really the reason for this video, is someone posted and claimed it to be his name and address and phone number. Now, let me say something here. I have 3 children, a wife. I do have guns at my home. For someone to post my name and my address would petrify me, because that would put my family in danger. Listen, if this is really his address, and his family could be in danger from someone showing up at his house, trying to steal his stuff, or for whatever reason. And really, if you're pushing out these videos, if you're sending out this video with his address and everything on it, you need to be ashamed of yourself, because it's really highly unethical, and it could endanger not only him, but his wife and his son, or whoever else is there at the house. So, YouTube is a great tool, but it's not really it's just a shame that we in the these gun videos and these vlogs have begun to attack one another. Spend time making your own videos, build up your own subscription base, if that's what you want to do, the right way, and not off the back of somebody else that you want to criticize or cut down. You guys that are doing the right thing, keep it up. You guys that are out there just acting like a bunch of spoiled children, please stop and just get on with making some good gun videos. They're the ones that have been saying a lot of this stuff, make really good gun videos, and stop the middle school cut down sessions that I'm seeing here on YouTube. So anyway, Nothing Fancy, you're awesome. I love your channel. Guys, if you haven't visited his channel, you definitely need to go. I'll have the link in the sidebar. So long live the Republic. Keep your rights secure in the Second Amendment, and God bless America.